And we are back at the Hammer Time podcast.
Oh, okay, cool.
To HGS 16, and we are looking towards the beginning of our academy season and the start of the events for 2024. And I am here today with our reigning, defending amateur heavyweight champion, Nick Kennedy. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us today.
What's up, man? What's up? You know what's kind of funny too? I keep forgetting that I have like a championship whenever I go to the gym, and then I keep having to like remind myself, like, oh, we have to defend that at some point.
Well, so you don't technically have to defend it because the way we run it, like you won the 2023 title, right? So now we build towards the 2024. You can think about our championships as a Super Bowl, right? You're that year's champ on the amateur or the pro scenes, right? When you look at it, the pros,
we lose it that fast?
We don't lose it. You take that to your end. You have to win it again. You know what I mean?
I know.
Just as.
Oh yeah. No. Sorry, it just meant like I lost like connection there real fast for a little bit there.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I think I'm back on.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah,
so
I feel like I'm good. Yeah. All right.
Treat it like a season. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl this year. They're not automatic champs next year. You got to do it again. You know.
They're like I'm losing audio. Okay.
You good? I think you're probably better off without the headpiece.
I think.
Probably better without the earpieces.
Yeah, I might be better off without headpieces too. It might be a little bit hard to hear you too, but actually, I at least won't miss anything this way.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we good. All right, we'll touch this out. So anyway, you were 3-0 inside the circle. You were 3-0 inside the circle. You came off of a good showing at the Amateur Invitational with 2 tough, hard wins, and you're able to go. I know there's a lot of talk outside of the circle that unfortunately what happened was we didn't get exactly everybody that we wanted inside the Amateur Invitational. We had a couple pullouts late, and we guys just ended up in a round robin. Just talk to us. How was the whole lead up to the Amateur Invitational? I know it was the first time for a lot of people. Well, obviously, it was the first time we ever did it, and we hoped to have a bigger bracket. Ended up being small. Just talk to us throughout the process.
Well, I guess I'll start from the bracket going backwards too a little bit before I get to the actual matches. So what happened was when I got there, I actually was a little disappointed in the brackets too. There were some people I was hoping to find, and then some things I found out like as I was talking to some of my friends from Webb's and from like the other gyms in the area where what was his name? Cade. I actually had a match with Cade like back in like a Grappling Industries a couple of years ago when 2 years ago when I first got my blue belt. I didn't appreciate it. He actually got a cartwheel highlight on me. I didn't appreciate that, so I really wanted that match back. But it didn't happen. I know he's fighting in MMA. He's in the octagon right now, so he's probably not too worried about like the grappling scene as it is at the moment. I think last time I saw him, he has a fight coming up. There's some other guys that I wanted to face off against too, but I give credit to the guys that did show up. The two that did show up to one, I know he's like really active on like a whole bunch of other super fight scenes, and he's doing a whole lot of competing. As for like the whole lead up to it, I was like really, I was having a hard time getting my mind around it too, because I think I was like anticipating like I would have to have like 5 matches that day, and I was like still like in the chat, and it kept changing, and people kept dropping in, and some people kept getting added too. So that was a little like, all right, cool. Well, this thing should be fine too. Ended up being a round robin. So for me, I was totally fine with that because my competitor, like my two opponents were actually like really, they were tougher than I thought they were going to be. So that's awesome. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I had a dog barking in the back, so I muted my mic. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate how it ended up, and but you came, you saw, you delivered, you showed up, and you did your part, and that's why you're the champ, right? So hopefully throughout this year we'll be able to get some of the matchups that we were looking for. I know Cade is getting very busy in the MMA scene, so it's tough sometimes to get him back. But I know there's people out there like JT Taylor and RJ Sipple that and Clark Yarbrough. Those are three big hitters that were not in the tournament, and we're at the top of the rankings going in. But hey, it's not up to you. You showed up. You did your part. You're on top. You're standing 3-0, and you got the bullseye on your back. But now we're leaning towards probably one of the most exciting formats that we have. Our dual meet season this upcoming weekend, and you are representing the 215 BJJ affiliation, and you guys have a stacked roster as we see here. You are leading the way with being the only HWT vet on your team, and you're going against Asbury Park Jiu-Jitsu that's getting led by fellow vet Matthew Brondi. Obviously, you two are completely different weight classes, but there is an opportunity that you guys might meet with our dual meet style. So you've been in the building for our dual meets for on our pro level. Honestly, just after the amateur invitational, you're there at HWT 15 for the pro duels. So where do you think your experience inside the circle and just showing how the format works is going to play for you guys this weekend? And of course, you have the reigning defending pro champs, Saga Jiu-Jitsu, behind you guys. So with Kyle Myers leading the way. So talk us through how prep's going and what you're looking for this weekend.
No, the prep's going real well too. Like, and I see some hit names here like Pat and Gabe and Austin. Like, I roll with them. Like, I've been rolling with them every week. And Nico, I'm actually going to go see tonight at Booth BJJ. It's we both have like the same head instructor, James Booth, and we both actually just competed last weekend at Good Fight. Both got gold. Both like hit a few like really good sweeps, good highlights. Those were online too. They're a little bit like worried about like what the weight is to it on them, but just like guys, but after we've done all the crunching numbers, we're probably under by like 60 pounds anyway. So
yeah,
you can eat what you want to eat.
Yeah.
And that's always a thing too, because I swear we all have like an eating disorder. If you've had to make weight once, you have an eating disorder. It's just the reality of it. Asbury Park Jiu-Jitsu. The weird thing is from all these guys, because they're a good deal younger than me. I'm not gonna say how old I am, but older, I think, than everybody else on my side of the fence. I've gone against Asbury Park Jiu-Jitsu once. That was my first time at HCS. That was against Hernandez. I'm sorry if I forgot. I'm forgetting his first name. So if he sees this, I'm sorry, but I forgot his first name already. Jose Hernandez. And that was interesting. Very talented young man. And if his teammates are anything like he is too, I was also shocked I didn't see him on the Asbury Park Jiu-Jitsu side, actually. So this is a different look. The preparation, honestly, it's just been hard trying to get like a couple of these kids to stop throwing heel hooks, because I have to keep explaining to them that you're not allowed to use a twisting footlock. So we just keep running down the rules, and I keep telling like guys, you're gonna either use an ankle lock or maybe choke somebody. That usually works.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye. Thanks for the warning. The rest will be on it. You know how I am. Keep it straight in the amateurs. And yeah, Asbury's, they run deep. They got a bunch of different options for us. And we're excited for the matchups. On the weight end, you can tell everybody relax, right? Get under 950 pounds between the five of you. So you got some small guys in there. You're chilling. So all right. So we are coming live this Saturday for HCS 16. Pay-per-view only. Remember that. Everyone that wants to come through, come out, buy the pay-per-view now. You can buy it at hcsgrappling.com. You can put in your favorite fighter or favorite school, and they will be split in that commission as we go. Nick, I'm going to leave it up to you. Any final words, anything you want to say, anyone you want to call out? This is your floor. We'll see you in the circle after this.
All right, so here's the thing. I think it's kind of nuts that I haven't been called out myself. Like, it's the thing, like we kept saying, like I was the champ, I'm the one on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like, I don't know why I'm not getting called out personally. Like, it's one of those things where I think, like, I would think that Clark or RJ would want to call me out, but I don't know. Maybe they have something else going on. I'm not sure too. I think I saw one person on the on the post that you guys made about what the weight was. I am not a big heavyweight. I don't think I'm that intimidating of a dude. I'm actually kind of an old man. So the fact that like all these young studs aren't coming after me is a little bit. Maybe I have bad breath. I don't know what got around. But other than that, too, as far as the rule format, by the way, this is a super fun rule format too. The team duels. I like that it's not just a quintet, so you're not just throwing like your best guy out there. It's probably sandbagged, especially with like the amateur rules. So ideally, I like the fact that with like you two go in and there's like a different matchup each time. You just have to strategize ahead of time. So for anybody watching, this is actually a really fun event. Like I was there for the pro duels. Super fun to watch. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can go differently. This is a new building. And I meant to ask you this question too. What is like the wall? Is there like is the wall still there, or is there like a different thing?
So you'll see the wall is there and more. So now rather than there will only be one part of the circle that the out of bounds is really going to play for. Now you have basically an L. You have the wall, it curves all the way around. There's a corner and there's a cage panel on the other side. So there is really no getting away out of the side of the circle. So it will be a new little wrinkle into the play. We're excited to see how that goes, especially with the bigger guys. You have the longer reach. No one really can get away from you. And the wall is in play for sure, and more than ever, I would say.
Okay, cool. No, okay, that's either going to be great or be catastrophic, depending on what side of the fence you're on. Of that depends on what situation you find yourself in too. Because I've used a wall at my own gym to help myself out.
Smart. That's a big thing of being the vet. You know, HCS, we're a little different than everyone has to be ready to go. But you heard it from the man himself. He said he's ready for a call out. He's going to get through this weekend. He's going to have one match this weekend. Maybe we're sitting 4-0, and maybe we have to go. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you, RJ Sipple, he's my student. He's not ducking from you. He's just a little busy right now. He's on that MMA cycle too, but I'll talk to him. Maybe we can get that happening for you as well. Clark's over in Wyoming, but there is one guy that not Wyoming. I don't know where he went. Kentucky, somewhere. He moved away, but I know there is one person, and we'll see if he's watching.
Okay.
JT Taylor is someone that is looking for you. I know that is a thing.
Yeah, no, JT Taylor's in the area too. I'm just shocked. I was like, okay, nobody's called me out.
So hey, we'll see. But hear it out. Someone call him out. But he's going to handle his business this weekend, representing the 215 BJJ affiliation live this Saturday, 2 p.m. on pay-per-view. Buy your streams now. Make sure you don't want to miss out the house party. And if you didn't see our teasers, we are about to announce something very big with Arena Grappling live on the pay-per-view. So you might make sure you tune in and see what's up for HCS 17 and the remaining of the year. Nick, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you on Saturday. Best of luck in the rest of your training. Stay healthy. Be ready. We'll see you then.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.